at you from the Red River Valley of North Dakota. It is Beet Farmin Mitch here, and today we're seeding a little wheat. Welcome to the Red River Valley of North Dakota. A land flowing with milk and honey. You're watching Beet Farmin Mitch. Well, it says just add water and it'll grow. Well, by golly, it's a miracle. Well, guess what? My GoPro just fell off the airseeder, but it's okay. I can't hardly believe it. It just got ran over by that thing, and it's still kicking. It's doing great, so there you have it. Well, it's 9:46 a.m., so you know what that means. Time to start cooking lunch. So we got some enchiladas here today. Throw these bad boys in the sun for a couple hours and you get a nice warm ooey gooey enchilada around noon. So only problem is I gotta wait till noon to eat it, and staring at it all day in the tractor, it's hard to wait, but we can do it. So we have a 40-foot Case IH 500 precision disc with a 3430 air cart on the back. So the spacing on each row of wheat is 7.5 inches. So we're putting down 100 pounds of starter fertilizer with our seed ratings at about 120 pounds per acre, which is about 2 bushels, but it's actually going on a little bit heavier than that, maybe like 2.2, 2.1, something like that. But the fertilizer is 1330-67S, which is NPK and sulfur. Basically, industrial grade Miracle-Gro. Well, the moisture looks good. But yeah, they're going to get moisture here, and it looks good.
There's pretty good moisture there. But you're hammering your head, bud.
So the kind of wheat we're growing is hard red spring wheat, meaning you plant it in the spring, you harvest it in the fall, and it's a high protein wheat, and so it is good for making bread. That's typically where pretty much all of this wheat goes to, is it gets milled down into flour and baked into bread. And as you can see, I'm not steering. Let's take a peek at the monitors. Alright, so here we've got the monitors. So this is the auto steer, aka GPS. RTK is the kind that we have. It's accurate to the inch. So on here, there's a couple different views. There's kind of this airplane view. I personally prefer the top-down view. It's just easier to see where the tractor's at and which way your line is. So this is the display for the air seeder, the part that seeds, and the air cart back there. So this is a picture of the air cart. It looks like one big tank, but it's not. It's actually 3 separate tanks in there. These 2 are filled with seed, and this one is filled with fertilizer. You can see the rates that we're drawing out of each tank at. The reason these 2 for seed are different is because these 2 tank sizes are different, and we like them to draw evenly. Here we got my fan speed. This is a number I've got to watch pretty closely. We like to keep it around 5,000. If it gets a little too high, I can adjust the hydraulics of the tractor in here and lower that a little bit. So you can see there's hoses all over this thing. Well, that's actually where the seed and the fertilizer are flowing through. And so if it plugs up, like if it gets a little too much mud down there and it plugs the seed tube up, or if something disconnects on one of these manifolds, I can actually see it because there's little sensors on there, and it'll show if whatever row it is, it'll show me exactly which one is plugged, and so then I gotta go out there, troubleshoot the problem, get that fixed, and then get the wheels spinning again. And so essentially, this is the control panel for the tractor. This is the hydraulics here. This is the throttle to go forward or backwards. This is a Case IH Magnum 340 Rowtrac CVT transmission. And so that CVT is continuously variable transmission. A lot of tractors are power shift, and if it's a little bit older, it'll have quad range, just a couple different transmission types. I really like the CVT. Basically, I can set my speed, push the stick all the way forward, we're locked in, and we're ready to go. Hey, definitely don't want to slip off this puppy. Looks like we got a bit of a treat here. So I just about ran this thing over. We found a bit of a treat. This is a sunflower pan from my dad's combine. We were actually looking for this. So it looks like it made its way through the Salford, unfortunately, but we got this back anyway, and I didn't run it over. Yeah, mud flap, looks like we lost part of the airseeder here. It just kind of fell off when I turned around, so I think we're gonna need to get some new parts on here. Yeah, like the whole wing, it's just gone. Can't find it, lost it in the field somewhere. It's about a 20-foot section, nowhere to be found. So if you could just swing in, get the parts, we can get this puppy fixed up and keep rolling. Thank you, Lord, for this beautiful day.